Good evening, this is Sailor Sam, and I'm here to tell you what it's like to be a mate on a submarine. First of all, it's very crowded and cramped. The sleeping accommodations are what you see. I should also add that I was not on a nuclear submarine, which are quite a bit larger, but a diesel-powered one, Korean War era. It's very hard to sleep on a submarine, especially for the first few days. After a while, you get used to it. There are all kinds of wires, cables, tubing, a lot of metal. It's really like being in a tin can or inside of a iron pipe or something. It's really uncomfortable and cramped. There's too many people occupying the same space. And like anywhere, there's a certain percentage of people that you're not going to really like or really want to be around. After a couple of weeks, you're ready to wring their necks, basically, a lot of them. People are at each other's throats and starting to ignore controls. You're also nervous because you could hit a depth charge, or the motor could just die, and then you'll float to the bottom of the sea, and there you're going to die. And not too pleasant to think about. There's not a lot of room for food storage. If you look on the bottom right of this picture, you see some fresh fruits and so forth, but they don't stay fresh for very long. So you tend to eat all of the fresh food in the first week to 10 days. There's your torpedo tubes. Of course, you're hoping that the torpedoes don't blow up inside the submarine, because that's the end of you and the crew. There's some of the controls. I never got involved with all of that. I don't know what some of that is. There's sonar, there's communications, that type of crap. There's one of the crew members taking a picture. So, more of it. As you can see, there's very little room to walk around or lounge about, hang around, spend a lot of time laying in your bunk. There's a view from the porthole of the submarine. It's a little distorted because the glass on the porthole is very, very thick to withstand the pressure. Another picture that I took from one of the porthole windows. The submarine, I believe, was in the where were we then? Somewhere near the Barrier Reef of Australia, I think. Another picture from the window. And one more picture. My advice to you is, if you're the least bit claustrophobic, don't ship onto a submarine. Get onto an aircraft carrier or something like that. Better yet, don't even join the military. What do you need that for? What did I need it for? Thanks for watching. One thing I want to add is it does take a lot of guts to get down into a submarine under the water, especially during wartime. It takes a lot of guts. I'm not saying I had a lot of guts. I was basically pretty much stoned and drunk when I signed up, and a lot of the time when I was down there, I was drinking, and you had to. Otherwise, you could have a nervous fucking breakdown. Good night.